Yo, yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 24 of Splinterlands 101. Co-hosts of the show, finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Here's Matt Clark. He's one of the finest gentlemen that ever lived.
Howdy, howdy.
And still got to come up with a handle, Gio. You've got to come up with a handle. We do something different for every week. You got to work on it so I can
I like the difference. Like, does it have to be the same? What's up, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, anyone who watches Pornhub is going to recognize you immediately, of course. But we need a handle there to get you on. And for the viewers, you go ahead.
I'm always in the comment sections. You can find me there.
For the viewers out there, you'll know that each week on the show, we encourage engagement, comments, and so forth, which is why we have a 10% comment reward. But we also encourage anyone who wants to come onto the show to either comment on the post or reach out directly to me on Discord. And that's exactly what tonight's guest has done. Sent me a DM on Discord, said, hey, I've been watching your show. I'd love to come on. Got a newsletter I want to talk about. So joining us tonight from the great state of Texas in the US of A, please welcome Lum.
Legend.
Hi guys, what's up? Glad to be here.
Awesome. So a bit of an introduction sort of thing, and we have had people from all backgrounds that come into the game. Some have come from crypto onto the blockchain into the game. Some have come straight into the game. It's their introduction to crypto. How did you end up on Splinterlands?
Splinterlands, yeah. I, like you were saying, I am starting a new newsletter, and I was just writing about that yesterday. I've been in crypto actually for a while, like since late 2017, like right at the boom at the last bull cycle, and got involved and made a bunch of money all of a sudden, then lost a bunch of money right after. But then, yeah, so that turned me off crypto for a couple of years, and then I came back last summer. And then I found out about this thing called play to earn gaming. I was like, what is this? And so that led me to find Splinterlands. And I just fell in love with it. And I've been in love with it ever since. It's like been my #1 hobby. So glad to be here.
Awesome. Sweet. Glad that you're here too. So you joined right at the tip of the bull run in 17. I thought, oh, this is pretty awesome. And boom.
CryptoKitties was like the game back then, and like I remember I was like one of the first people talking about it like on Facebook, and I was like, oh, like look at this cool thing, like like we have cats and crypto and internet stuff, like a combination of my favorite things.
Yeah, and that was before NFT was even a thing as well.
Coined a term.
Yeah,
right.
Like Splinterlands when it first began, just as a collectible. There was no battles, nothing. It was just simply card collecting. And again, NFT wasn't even a thing then. So like we've been on the cutting edge, and it's pretty exciting times.
Absolutely.
So who's got some questions for our guest? Who wants to?
I'd like to hear about the newsletter. What are you angling at? You're thinking more from like an economic perspective? More about the law. What's your, I guess, your focus for your newsletter?
Great question. The name I'm working with, the working title for it is Adept Summoner, and I actually wanted to focus on like battle strategy. Like I'm a really competitive gamer. Like not like a tournament. Tournaments probably not, but like when it comes to like leaderboards and like pushing for it, that's what I really like. Like ever since I got a handle on the game, like I was on the top 100 of the gold leaderboard like every season. Like that was just my goal, just make it onto the leaderboard every season. And to do that in as few games as possible, because like before the reward system rework, I just probably play like about 100 games. My goal was like to get less than 100 games and to be on the top of the 100. And cool. So that was like my theme. And so like I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the game now, so to share that with other people to earn more on that side of the game, because I know like there's like, to the spirit of your question, there's so much parts of the ecosystem that you can really dig into. So
how far do you smash your ECR down to every season?
I don't actually I'm pretty conservative with it. Like I push like to like 75, 80 every day, and like to min max the amount of like reward points I get And before the system changed, I did the same thing. Well,
Yes.
actually, no. Back before that, I played only once a season, where I just played at the end, where at the last 2-3 days, like I just rented my full deck and ran with it. But then most of the season I wasn't playing. So like, I think the developers did an amazing job in like pulling the competitive spirit out of me, like players like me who really do enjoy like the competitive aspect of the game, but like we didn't find it like rewarding enough for the daily grind. So they did a really good job.
Yeah, I think that it
Right.
attracted a lot of people. Like the first couple of days in the new reward system, I was thinking, oh, this sucks. This broken the game type thing. I smashed my ECR down to like 40% for the first time ever, just to get 4 chests. And initial reaction was like, the game's broken. But when you think about it, if you're smashing your ECR down to 40% just to win 4 chests, what does that really mean? And it means I'm losing a lot.
Yeah, you're like kind of like
That's the bottom
stealing.
line.
You're like stealing your earnings from tomorrow or the next day when you're playing that hard.
Yeah, but
And
to be
you-
losing so many games, I realized, okay, so there's a lot more people playing the game that I haven't come up, and probably a lot of investors that are holding a really good deck that have just been renting or whatever. Everyone wants to try out the new reward system, and I was just getting smashed and smashed. Like I normally do at the beginning of each season anyway, whereas everyone,
the beginning,
people like
the
yourself,
first day,
trying to get back up
super
again.
tough.
Yeah, they've got to crawl back up through my home league to get to their league. And so about 3-4 days after, I started winning, started getting some chests. So, okay, it is working.
Right, yeah.
Well, Matt, what do you think about the new reward system? I mean, are you back in Diamond
I'm a
for
big
the
fan.
season, or?
Yeah, I'm Diamond 1, I think, at the moment, but I really like it. I'm finding it makes a lot more sense. I understood it, but I also heard a lot of noise from people in the first couple of days, and I thought, oh, this is going to be unpopular. But I can really feel now, sort of, we're halfway through that first season. The chests are coming easier as you climb back towards where you were when the game allocated you what type of chests you're going to get. Because for me personally, I got a lot of gold cards, I got a lot of alpha cards. So my experience, I know, is not the common one, where I'm getting all of those bonuses, heaps of guild bonuses, and so I'm having a much better time of it than a lot of guys who are new and fresh. And I'm getting champion chests, but I got bumped down to diamond, and then I lost a few, which is what I tend to do, especially in that very competitive first day. So I'm now finding myself, I was almost pushed down to gold 2, and trying to earn champion chests in gold 2 is not easy, even when
brutal.
you have a whole lot of golds and alphas. But I also knew, okay, this is it's the climb, right? I've started and now I climb, and like, yourself with the leaderboard, if you'd have said, oh, look, it's a mentality thing. Some people would go, oh, there's only a few days left in the season and I'm right down the bottom. Whereas you say, that's a great opportunity. Now I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna put on the rocket boots and hit my stride. A lot of other people go, oh, I got no momentum, and so it's just a mental thing. And so for me, I knew that when you get your head around the maths a bit too, when you know that it's your rating cubed that goes into, that's the basis of the calculation is your rating cubed, which means that you are then every rating point that you get up really increases your how quickly you can win more chests. So I'm looking forward to the next week where we the rest of this season, where I'll be, because at the moment I'm winning a champion chest every 2 wins basically. So every day I'm letting my ECR recover a bit, because I got it down to sort of mid 60s, low 60s, but I'm now hitting sort of 6 or 7 chests a day, champion chests a day, without too much hassle or bother. But I think towards the end of the season, when I'm up sort of hanging around champion 3, they're going to be even more easy, assuming I continue to keep winning. They're going to be even more easy to continue getting those champion chests. And my goal has been, since they announced it, to only ever open champion chests. I want to make champion each season, so that that's my baseline. Then is just always champion chests.
Well said.
Yeah. Gio, what's your experience with the reward system?
First few days, I found it really hard. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because everyone's started and it's new. So everyone's like trying to, really grind. And I put my ECR down to like 30, 20. I just kept playing just because. And funny enough, actually, 8 days in, I made it to Diamond 3. Yeah, I made it to just there. Actually, it was Gold 1, just about to, to move over to
like 2800.
Yeah, exactly. But I decided, I was like, I'm not strong in Diamond I can get there, but I'm not winning consistently. With the old reward structure, I could find like my certain hours in the day where I would win more, but it wasn't consistent enough where I could just jump on at any point and just like win consistently. So I was like, okay, it's not for me. I got to get back down to gold.
Are you earning gold chests for the season right now?
Nope, I'm earning diamond, and I'm in gold, so it's a bit difficult, you see. And now I've actually thought about it. I don't even want to play in gold. I want to play in silver. I want to try that out. Yeah, for real. I've got my alt and my main, and I'm just right now. I'm just waiting for the seasons to kick over, and I'm not in the most favorable position. Let's just put it like that, because I can't choose my chest. I can't be like, I want diamond, I want silver chest, or I want gold. Whatever. So,
yeah, I'm earning about like right now I'm earning gold chests, and I'm earning about 12 to 16 per day playing in Diamond 1. Yeah. So it's and that's min-maxing the like I start with like 99% ECR, go down to like 80, and then I stop. And then so that's about the ratio that I'm guessing like Diamond League players, Champion League players can earn gold chests every season. And they can only do that once, because then once you reach what the next season you'll race it to the top. But right. I'm really looking forward to calculating how much champion chests I'm earning in diamond next season, because I probably won't play in champion. I'll probably just stick in low diamond. Exactly. So we'll see.
Yeah, and so right now, it's unfavorable, but I know we'll get. I just need to wait. I just need to wait for the clock to reset, and for me to for the chest to drop down. That's all. That's So.
And Boba Fett,
the problem is,
are you earning silver? Oh, sorry to cut you off, Matt.
Nah, man, no, go. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm done. Pretty much done.
I finish each season in gold 1, so I'm getting gold chests. And at the start of the new reward season, so obviously I start in silver 1, and it's always tough the first couple of days of the season, as the overlords are stampeding past on the way to their home ground. But this season, more so the fact, because I just think a whole bunch of more people were really grinding hard. So I was coming up against some seasoned players, and I've never really let my ECR drop below 80%. So I got down to 40. I thought, okay, let this recover. So it took 3 days. I didn't play for 3 days to get my ECR back up. And by that time, of course, everyone had already gone past. So I started like,
shift in 3 days.
Started winning. It's like, I can get some chests. The last focus that just finished, I actually got 9 chests. And I've had a couple of decent chests. I got one chest had like 4,600 deck in it, and I got 1,400 deck out of the last focus. So it's like it is working. My initial reaction was because I was just getting smashed so hard. And like Gio said, I just kept playing and playing, because I finished my very first focus with 2 chests and an ECR 40%. So if maybe that initial first enthusiasm might drop off a little bit, like everyone wants to try something new. But normally each season I skip the first day. I let all the mats and go past.
All the lums.
Yeah, all the mats and all the lums go racing past. So I'm enjoying it at the moment, but it's I'm waiting to see everyone else's reactions, like because I don't have the CP at the moment to start to get into diamond. but I'm hodling a bunch of packs from the Chaos Legion. I'm waiting for the airdrops to finish before I open those packs. So when I do that, I will have the CP for Diamond. But yeah, I'm just curious to see people that have finished in Diamond playing in Gold. So they got Diamond chests and Gold chests playing in Diamond. Because it's the first time. It's this new territory. I'm really and the Guild of Drop Bears have been active, sharing their rewards and their like findings and stuff. So I'm really curious to get as much feedback from as many people as their experience on it.
I have like a cool chart that I saw that was showing how many wins you need per chest depending on the league you're playing in. Like, if you're playing gold and gold, like it was pasted in the general chat for Splinterlands. And so I'll link that to you in the Discord so that you can put it in the show notes or so.
Yes,
other
absolutely.
players to be able to see it.
That's awesome.
That'd be real helpful.
Yeah. So from your newsletter again, like when do you think it'll be coming out, and is it going to be pure strategy or bit of gossip, bit of news, new stuff? What's on, or is it going to be like the go-to for strats?
I think it'll be probably ready to start sending out maybe like next Saturday, the Saturday following this Saturday, and it's going to be 2 emails every week. So one will probably be the strategy focus and like the things I'm thinking about, like with rule sets and how to optimize in this scenario and stuff like that. And then the second letter would probably be covering other stuff that's happening in the greater Splinterlands ecosystem, like highlights from Town Hall that I found interesting, or just other really interesting stuff like the validator nodes, which is really cool. So
yeah, I actually saw a post on Hive. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. I think yesterday, someone was running a competition on sharing battles, but they did this awesome breakdown of the Town Hall and time index, like when Aggro was talking, when Nate was talking, and I thought that to time index a town. Not everyone has 2 hours to sort of listen to the Town Hall meeting. I thought that was a great idea. And were you
really interesting? Oh,
no,
sorry.
go.
But
no, go.
Yeah, the really interesting stuff usually happens during the FAQ at the last 20-30 minutes of the town halls. And like they sometimes the questions really, well, most of them are not very helpful, but some of them really come to bring out like how the devs are thinking about what they're designing in the background, and it's like leaked alpha and that most people I don't think catch. So I would love to share that in the newsletter.
And will your newsletter be subscription only, or will you be making Hive posts as well, or have a Discord channel? Any thoughts on that?
I know I'm going to publish on like Substack, so just a free subscription, and also probably and I also mirror the post on Peak D, so to get used to. I haven't done that much exploration of the Peak D interface, but I wanted to do that as well.
Peaked is a good interface for someone that used the original OG Hive. Peaked is definitely a much better GUI for actually options available to you as well as just simplicity. Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, and then eventually maybe I'll consider like starting a YouTube channel, publishing video content. But yeah, that's future thinking, one step at a time.
All right. So what's your first one going to be the focus on then?
I think I'm probably going to go like the first, after the introduction, it will be like what I specialize in. And I specialize like life and death at Splinters. So that'll be how I want to like get into like my favorite decks for certain rule sets. Like one I think about a lot is like blast rule sets. And whenever blast rule sets, I see that and life is open, I'll like think in unicorn, because like unicorn, and especially if it's blast and trample, it's like, oh wow, this sacred unicorn's just gonna like run over the enemy team if they don't prepare for it. And they usually don't. Like usually people don't think about it for some reason. And so like that's how I think about the game when I'm like looking at low mana, mid mana, high mana, this rule set. What is my go-to strategy?
The most optimal team lineup for the certain rule sets. I like that, man. I think we all could, have a look at that, and yeah, I'll sub.
Cool.
That's for sure.
Life Splinter Blast, I'm always about Billa the Radiant, because she's got the life leech and the magic damage. So Blast and Life Leech, they are exquisite.
I
I'll
haven't
put
never
her in
tried
the
that
middle
before.
somewhere. Oh, dude, I'll put her in the middle somewhere, and she absolutely wrecks fools and the guy behind them, and just banks up the life. And I've had it match after match where it looks like I'm going to lose. They've hacked through my tank, and then the guy behind him, and then it seems all the momentum's there. And then I look up and I realise that my Bill of the Radiant's got 20 life, and she's hollowed out their team. Right, and they just hit her and hit her and hit her divine shield, so she cops that first hit, which is often if that's a big one, that's like divine shield. But then she just keeps undermining, right? So she'll hit the guy, and then she'll hit the guy behind, and she grows from both of those. So when they're trying to hack down her life, it's especially if it's no heal. If it's no heal and blast, I'm going to go straight for Billa, or I'll pair her with Black Dragon. Go say I'll get to Archmage Arius, so I've got a dragon summoner with the plus to magic, and so those two double teaming in blast, both life leeching, when your opponent isn't expecting you to have much longevity because it's no heal. I just find that's just a brutal combination. But yeah,
They take over.
I love the unit. Yeah, I love the unicorn. He pairs really well with the Silver Shield Knight too, with Inspire. But Silver Shield Knight's like alpha beta, Inspire, they both got piercing, and the Knight gives them both Inspire, gives them both the extra +1 to melee, but alpha, that's like Silver Shield Knight's alpha beta, so it's one of those niche cards that a lot of people don't have, but they pair real nicely together. But then it's got to be Melee Mayhem or Super Sneak or Opportunist rule set.
Right, that's why I paired Evangelist with the Sacred Unicorn a lot also, for the same reason, with Inspire, and then Net, and well, this is champion power, but the Inspire, and also the Rust. I've always underestimated how powerful Rust is on Evangelist, because I usually just throw it in there because I want the Inspire, and then it just takes out all the armor that I wasn't really thinking about, and it's just like, wow, that worked really well.
Yeah, I always like to chuck in a bit of Snipe with Blast as well, because then you got more chance of like hitting 3 cards. If you go for Sneak, you're only going to get 2. If you hit the one at the beginning, you're only going to get 2. But Snipe, you got more of a chance of actually hitting 3 cards with the Blast. So, yeah.
Except when you're me, and all 3 cards have magic reflect, range reflect.
Yeah, I actually I found that strategy. Like one of the things I wanted to talk about with the newsletter too is like tools to use like while you're playing. Like usually I'm sure most players have like peak monsters open so that they can rent easier. But then there's also like one I found about, it's called splintertools.io, and that kind of calculates the win rate percentage after their game, and then you can also like retrain that game and like think, oh, if I reorganize my cards here, then how would the outcome have changed? And so that really, I only found out a couple days ago, and I've been playing for months, but it's already changed the way I think about and review my games completely. And so I'm playing a lot slower these days. That kind of helps me with the ECR grind, because like I'm like thinking about the games one by one, if they're like notable.
Well said, dude. One game at a time. Yeah. And learn, off of the games that you lost and you thought you were going to win, bring them back to Splinter Tools, add a card, some other card that may raise up the win rate a bit, and see where, where you went wrong.
Yeah, like move your taunt around. Like if you put your taunt in the back,
position.
Like, what happens,
Yeah, really you've been listening to Matt. You're actually taking his advice there, yeah?
Yeah, look, I actually haven't played the game for like 3-4 days. Like I said, I literally got my ECR down to like, look, I actually I overstated it. It was actually like 10%, 12% or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
but you're just like skip to results.
Absolutely, man. I was just like a rabbit. Just like but yeah, okay. This new reward, look, the new reward change up has to slow me down, and it has. I'm being punished now. I'm not getting chests because I've decided first day when it's, or the first few days when it's the most hardest, I went the hardest, and that's not how you should do it. And yeah, now everyone's getting chests, and I'm just here, just
Yeah.
I'm just being a sad boy.
I'm glad that I went hard that first day to learn that lesson straight away.
Yeah.
40% is that's it. Stop. Stop.
Yeah. So now I won't go, I reckon, below 70, 75.
Yeah.
I hear that's a pretty good medium, for your ECR to recover the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
after that 3-day recovery. I've been doing well since then. And I've also found that the sweet spot in the day. In Australia, well, you'd be aware yourself, Lum, with coordinating the time for the shows and stuff, that we're massive time difference. So we've got this window of opportunity here where all the elite players in USA and Europe are all in bed fast asleep. I can jump on and like win.
Yeah,
win.
you have to take advantage of that. Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. Like since I'm up in the early hours, as I've told you guys, like it's a lot easier to play during those hours when NA is asleep. Matt, I had a question for you. Like since you're opening champion chests, like what's been your biggest pull so far in the new season?
For sure.
I can definitely tell there's an increase in just the quality of what I'm pulling. So there's been nothing. There's been no standouts. So it's been
no
5
legendaries
to
yet.
7 chests. I opened no, I had an Oceanus. I got an Oceanus yesterday. So that was from 9 chests. I had an Oceanus. I had a gold rare. I can't remember who that was, and a few chests that you can tell. I mean, that 48 times multiplier for the dark energy crystals, that really adds up, right? So I haven't had any big hitters, but it's rare for me to open a chest that's under, say, 300, and I'll get 600 or 700 and not bat an eyelid. So it's definitely there's a consistent increase in the quality that you can definitely tell, okay, yeah, I'm opening champion chests here, but I haven't had that big flashy gold legendary or anything like that yet. But I am really looking forward to the end of season because I'm up to, what have I got now so far? 43 chests now. And I expect that, I really like the way they've balanced it. So each chest is a little bit harder to get than the last one, but as long as you're climbing, it's easier to get than the last one. So theoretically, I'd say I'd pencil in 80 chests for the season, and 80 champion chests. I'm really looking forward to my deck just, shooting through the roof at the end of that, when it's, what used to be 200 now becomes, what's that? 48 times 200 lots.
It's going to be impressive.
96.
Yeah. Okay, 9600. Yeah, and so that's the packs. I'm noticing too. I feel like I'm getting more packs too, which, especially with still some of the SPS airdrop happening. That's great. Because I've got a lot of packs that I got initially to get Dr. Blight at the very start, and now I'm sitting on all these packs. And whenever I get potions, I will open. Whenever sufficient potions that I've won, I'll open a pack. But then I'm winning enough packs that my total packs isn't actually going down. I'm still maintaining that sort of just under 4,000 packs, that I'm holding. I was thinking, it's going to chip away, but it's actually, I'm winning enough packs now that I'm actually probably adding to it slowly over time. Yeah, it's good. It's really, but it also means that I'm happy to get potions too, because I'm like, that's a legendary potion. That's my 5th I needed to then get the next, to then open the next pack. So it's I think what you touched on is so right. There are so many different ways to approach this game, whether you're going to be as a renter, as a landlord of cards, whether you're going to run guilds, rent seats in guilds, whether you want to focus on tournament play, whether you want to go for alpha tournaments, whatever your specialty you want to be, you can realistically, so many different ways to skin this cat, and that's what makes it such an exciting game. And like Gio's talking about, I want to try getting just an absolute crap ton of lower level chests. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. And the more personal it feels, because it's your lived experience of this game, I think the more engaged you get. So it's such a cool ecosystem. And with land coming as well, have you grabbed any land at all, Lum? Have you got your hands on any of that, or is that?
I got 3 plots,
Oh.
so that was
Cool,
what I could afford at the time. I actually had to let them go pretty recently too, though, because I was like, oh, I want these things. I need the liquidity somewhere else, you know. But I know I'm gonna go back. You know, it's like it's land. So
Yeah.
I've been chucking my spare deck into Tarsa at the moment because my magic summoner is a level 3 Malric from. Actually, I've got a gold and a regular beta, and I've got a regular alpha, but they're all at level 3. And it's just so ridiculous at the moment to even think about maxing those out with the prices.
Yeah, no
So
way.
yeah, I've been just picking up a few tasks here and there to try and get her up. But on the last guest on the show, G Vassal, gave us some
George.
incredible insight into his ideas of the lore and how it actually is insightful into coming up in the game. So I bought a plot on Tuesday. So I haven't been buying any cards for a couple of weeks now. Just got that first plot.
Between me and Bob, we have 2 plots.
hey, we're landlords, right? We're still landlords.
And we'll have to be next to a neighbours, Gio, so we can swap some resources.
We have to open it at the same time.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
That's
We'll
something
we'll coordinate it on Signal when we do it.
Yes, please.
Yeah. And just try and get some insight into Matt. Maybe we can just sort of tack on the end of his empire, so we've got a bit of backing and support there from the Lord of the Two Castles. For him.
Yeah, I'm just luring you guys into a false sound. As soon as you move in next door, I'll be the neighbour from hell. Yeah, I'll be stealing your strawberries. Yeah,
the absentee landlord.
Yeah.
That's great.
I haven't had any packs yet though this season. I've got I'm up to 32 chests for the season, but with my focus rewards, I got 1 gold. Is it Bloodmaker? In the fire, got gold him. But I've been getting some decent amounts of deck. But yeah, no packs yet, and just 1 gold foil. But 6 days to go, have we, for the season? Sort of.
Yeah. 6 days, 1 hour.
And 32 chests already, so I'm gonna see if I can hit 50 chests. Because that's gonna be
70.
a record.
I'm up to 70 gold chests, like 72 gold chests last time I checked.
Wow.
So it's pretty incredible, you know, like compared to 20, 30 chests that we get last season.
Yeah. And what have you been pulling? Like you asked Matt, right? What have you been getting, Paul?
Oh yeah, I did send that screenshot to you guys. That was the highlight one where, you know, I actually pulled the Venator, the new monk with the reflection shield ability. So that was already like a $10 card. I sold it pretty much instantly because I know it's going to go down in the near term.
Yeah.
And then I got a pack within that same pull. So like I got a pack, a legendary, and like and 4,000 DC deck. I was like, okay, that's definitely an anomaly. But then today I checked it again. I pulled it was 12 packs. I mean 12 chests, and I got two packs out of it. I was like, what the heck? You know, on the daily. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
What about you? How many you mentioned packs? But how many packs have you pulled so far for the season, Matt? As a total, you think?
Me, I've probably 3. I don't think it's not a huge amount, but it's definitely more than what I would have got previously under the old regime.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. We were, and it's exactly what Matt was going for. Was
not really just
used to be you get your 5 wins and you get your 5 wins and then what else are you doing, right? That's it now.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'll look at it and go, oh, I did that last win. I know I said I was just going to stop at 5 chests, but you know, probably 10% of the way to a 6th chest and could have some cool stuff in it. And I don't really have much on right now. So there's that, you know, that drive to push on. And then, you know, actually I'm on a bit of a win streak now, so it wouldn't be too many more wins to get to a 7th. And so it's sort of, you know, there's that inspiration to keep playing. And, you know, when work's quiet, instead of just going, I'll go and do something else now because I've got my 5 wins. Now it's about let's push on and let's try some other things. And yeah, so it's good. It's good. I think it's great for the game.
I did the exact same thing as you, Lum. I sold that monk straight away.
Yep.
$12 or something, $12 US, man. And I just, stack up that deck.
I mean, because renting and I had to rent my entire, because all my cards are working, right? I rent out all my cards, and then I rent what I need to play, especially since I don't have a lot. I have maybe like 1 or 2 maxed cards for Diamond League, and so
So you like primarily rent to get up there as
like,
well. That's impressive.
You know, like when I was playing, and I know like per each league, you know, like silver versus gold, and now max decks in Diamond and Champion. And so like it costs at this point of the season, it costs about 2,000 DEC per day for me to rent out all of life and death and the neutrals and dragons I want to use. So like that cost me about, from when it's cheap, it's like 1,500 to 2,000 deck per day. And then like when I'm playing gold, it's only like 1,000. And then when I'm playing silver, it's like 300, you know, like that's per the daily rate. So
Paul, you were just talking about your rentals. Sometimes 2,000 deck a day you're renting. What's your return on investment on that? I mean, are you ahead, or is it just where are you at?
I think well, I rent out like using another tool. What is it called? I need to look it up real quick. It's very simple. It's Splinterlands.rentals, and that like is like a rental golem that automatically rents out all my cards and adjusts the prices daily or like regularly. And so that I didn't know that existed till this week, and it's been amazing on like that side of my, you know, profitability. And so that comes out to like about 1,000, 1,500 per day, like around that range. That's how many like my collection, my collection is right now. And so I'm not running a little bit negative renting for Champion League. But not that much. And then like that's not accounting for the chess gains that I get per day, and also like the earnings I'm getting. So that's kind of how I'm offsetting like the numbers.
Yeah.
And the end of season chess, man. Hey.
Yeah. So like that's it's just kind of like, I think I'm at a steady state right now. I'm not really sure how profitable I am. I haven't done the accounting.
I don't think nobody knows until the end of the season, to be honest, man. But once the first season is up, we can sort of gauge, you know, how good it really is.
I don't think I've been as excited before to see the end of a season.
Truly. Yeah, well, and then like 1,000, 2,000 DEC, like since at the peg price right now, it's like $1, $2 a day. And so I think I'm making that with based on my own rentals and my other earnings from the game.
Nice.
I keep thinking of
SPS rewards for ranked gameplay is gonna help too. That'll be a whole new lease of life, because then that puts a bomb under the rental market, because then people are more willing to pay higher rents because they're earning SPS for those wins as well. So, and that's looking like it could be, you know, very imminent, you know, within a month or so. I get the impression that there are things that Matt wants to wait until the SPS airdrop is over, and then he'll be rolling those out. So if we can, you know, say, not only for a win, not only will you get part of the way towards your next daily chest, you'll also get part of the way towards your next season chest, and you win dark energy crystals and you win SPS. Like, at what point do you just go, this why would I not just constantly engage with this ecosystem? So that's I think something else that, just as we get our heads around the rank reward changes, then it'll really explode with the SPS rewards for gameplay. So that's going to be fun.
And then after the rank, the reward change which we've had and will change, the format change.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
And I reckon I will play in Diamond or Champion when the new reward changes, when the new format structure happens.
Because then modern. Yeah.
In the modern, I'll be more competitive because I have Chaos Legion cards out, you know, around there. So that's why right now I do want to play in like Silver Gold. And I reckon when the new format comes, I will be playing probably, you know, Diamond Champion again, you know. Yeah, I reckon it'd be real good for me and anyone who has, you know, newer cards from newer editions.
And new players coming into the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be
It's
huge for people to feel like they're not, because time and time again, I feel like at some point I've beaten somebody new, and they've looked at some of the cards and gone, "Wow, that card's worth $32,000. Of course he beat me. I'm never going to be able to compete at this game." But it's not because it's a particularly good card. It's just because it's really, really rare, and no one sold one for 2 years. But it's that, right? But the impression is this game's not worth me. These are whale games. I'm not going to engage. And I think having that modern format is such a huge step in rolling out the welcome mat to those people who just assume that they're never going to be able to afford to play competitively.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. And what was really fascinating was what Cryptomancer said here, chatting to us about being able to switch between wild and modern, as often as much as you like, and your chests will be based on the highest league that you reached in either. Things like that. I can really see potential here for somebody to say an older player to say, look, I'm gonna get all the newer cards in, but only for life and death, for example. I'm gonna own all the modern cards, and when I get a life focus, I'm just gonna play in modern. But if I get earth focus, then I'll play in wild, right? And so there's that crossover there between the two. So everybody's got their own strategy of how they want to approach playing the game and earning in the game, and their own particular focus. I've been asking for a while now for tournaments that are Splinter specific tournaments where you could say, I'm hosting a tournament, but I want it to be a water tournament, and that's the only Splinter available. It's obviously available in every match, and who's going to be the best water player? And I would like to see subgroups of subcultures where there are people that play Splinterlands, but they kind of only play fire. Like I'm just a fire specialist. I play fire whenever I can, and I play every fire tournament. Totally committed to fire, and because that's more people personalizing the gaming experience. So I'd love to see that. I'd love to see rule set tournaments. I'd love to see an opportunist tournament where every match is an opportunist match, right? And then guys who believe that they're really good in that. You know what? Noxious Fumes. I love Noxious Fumes, and there's a Noxious Fumes tournament coming up. Let's do this thing. A Noxious Fumes plus Earthquake tournament.
Yeah. Imagine what that would do to the price
when you got
of
a llama
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noxious Fumes and Earthquake rule set tournament would be, no one's getting to fatigue. So yeah, all of that is a possibility, and it wouldn't take much of a tweak. And a lot of stuff we'll be able to do when we get a bigger player base as well. So, did you want to? I want to see some action here. Did we want to have a match between Lum and Geo? Is that on the cards?
Yeah.
I thought we're gonna get into, and finally we've got some competition for you, Matt. Are you a little bit?
Yeah.
Is it your camera, or are you actually shaking back there? I can't quite tell.
I am happy to send. Where do you want to? What do you want to do? Do you want to do diamond or champion, Lum?
Is there a difference with the diamond or champion rule sets?
Of course, yeah. No, there's not. Okay, diamond. Let's do it. Diamond. All cards. Alpha only. Here we go. Gold alpha only.
See the challenge coming in. I'm pressing accept now. Does that start the timer?
I think
Let's
so.
No. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not challenge sent. I haven't seen any acceptance yet. I think the challenge lasts for 10 minutes. Is this your first challenge?
It is, and I think
oh wow,
it's like reading into I think it's the blockchain is updating right now after I pressed accept, and I'm also running on a laptop for this call, so like that's probably why it's a little slower.
It doesn't affect your. It's not like it plays just like your normal ranked battles, but it doesn't count towards your rank. But the battle works exactly the same way. Yeah. And Gio and I are just gonna be checking out your poker faces while you're putting your teams together, and yeah.
I think it's from my poker background that I don't know. I always loved card games like Hearthstone, poker. Like I'm just into card games, like roguelike deck builders. Always playing card games.
Awesome, man. TCG love at heart.
What was the one you were into, Gio? Yugi or Yugo, or was it?
Yu-Gi-Oh! I was in a little bit of Pokemon at one point. I knew how to play, then completely forgot. Magic, I never really got into. What else? Yeah, that's about it, man. That's the Yu-Gi-Oh! I was involved with the hardest. I used to go to the locals in the city and used to smell some rancid, stale room air in the room, and just a bunch of boys, just like, you know, just it's not a nice smell, guys. You know what I mean. If you've ever gone to your locals, your local card playing place, you know, you know the smell. There's a smell there, and I will conclude with that.
Yeah, the lingering odor of mum's basement.
I think I might have to send you the challenge, Matt, because like I see it just the spinning.
Yeah, it just seems to be frozen, doesn't it? I'll just cancel. All right. Did you want to send me one? It's just MATTCLARKE.
Okay, yeah, it just gave me the notification that you canceled.
Yep.
All right, invite.
Ran away in fear,
challenge.
cowardice.
Matt Clark.
Like in the brawls, kind of opponent fled.
And I think we're all using laptops instead for Matt, except for Matt.
Yeah.
My desktop's more powerful, but like I think the internet connection to it is actually even worse for the Wi-Fi.
The card, the Wi-Fi card's not as strong as the one in the laptop. Yeah.
Okay, we can match
Right,
start.
we have opportunist rule set, equal opportunity, and stampede, which is I'm glad that life isn't available. We've got
this is not even going to be a match. There's no life or death. I knew this was going to happen. I don't have any of this.
You don't have any cards? We can.
I have a
cancel it.
I have a level 4 obsidian. You
want
to face it?
We'll go again.
Now we know what was taking so long and what the problem was. Matt just kept skipping through them all until he found the rule set with no life or death.
Just send again, Lum. That's
All right.
Go for it. I mean, that would have been a brutal. I mean, equal opportunity plus stampede is that's vicious.
Against a level 4 obsidian. Yeah.
But who wouldn't go in that tournament, right? If there was an equal opportunity plus stampede tournament, who's not going in that, right?
I actually wanted to talk about that.
Start running one, Matt.
Well, you don't have the option.
Yeah.
You mean regular tournaments, or
just run a tournament?
Like you don't have that level of like when you're setting up a tournament. Oh, that's all right. That's it. We got the same again. That was Dragon and Water, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard to get one that's got at least life or death. Death, ironically, is definitely my weakest.
I think actually I might have a dragon summoner. So I forgot if I have a level 4 dragon summoner.
That's all right.
Okay. We
we got life and death and fire and water. It's 58 mana. It is Fog of War, and it is reverse speed.
Whoa, that's going to be good. That's going to be interesting. This will show who's got their head screwed on. Yeah. If Paul wasn't kidding about the poker face, he's definitely got a poker face.
Might have to edit out.
I'm ready to lose, guys. I'm ready to lose.
Oh wow, Bob, this is suspenseful. Actually,
Matt's got the finger tick, his finger tail going.
Yeah.
He's nervous. Wow, I've never. It's normally just resting peacefully, top or bottom, but he's got the twitch going. He's nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not usually the one sitting here waiting for others to play. I'm the one. That's me.
So you're next. You can take on the winner. No, actually, we'll get you to take on Lum so we can have some equal opportunity.
Cool.
I think
wishing
I'm ready.
I maxed my living lava.
I forgot to mention I've lost my keys, so I won't actually be able to compete until I can find my keys again. So.
I can improve this deck. Wait, oh, there's one thing I can do.
Man, Bob, it's been so hard not being able to play or not choosing to play.
ECR. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, I've submitted.
Right.
I've submitted for better or worse.
It's all you can do.
It is. It's all you can do.
Okay, let's see what we got. All right, I'm gonna screen share this. Hang on, let me adjust my audio. Turn off the sound.
I'm not feeling
Yo.
Dark
All right.
Hound.
We just got a little bit
When I
bigger
see
there,
that-
Paul.
Okay, hang on. There we go.
When I see
Yeah, that's good.
Mimosa, I
That's
know I'm
awesome,
in
yeah.
trouble. And when I see Dark Hound, I know I'm in trouble. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. And
Mech Warrior is one. Goblin Mech is one of my go-tos.
Legionnaire. Alvin, he's got the giant
Alva.
killer.
Oh, you only use one magic card. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it.
Because
Yeah, I like to.
Fog
I like
of
to use the
War
magic.
is, yeah, with Fog of War, you're gonna automatically think, okay, there go magic. So Matt's been, that's what Matt's thought. Paul's gonna go magic because
Yeah, but I've Sandworm was I meant to push him up one more. I drag him up. Yeah, okay.
I have no idea who's gonna win this one.
No, but
Looking
I
at
mean,
this.
I wanted Sandworm as a third tank, but he's not gonna. He can't sneak from there, so because it's Fog of War. Well, good. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see what
right, yeah, there's
happens.
no sneak. Okay, you
I
guys ready
think
to play?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
what's-
say
what's-
Lum.
yeah, what's your thought? Why?
I'm
Okay, one thing I wanted to point out about my comp choice here was putting Dark Han in the second spot because I found the strategy of like the double reflect. Like I play a lot against water. I see a lot of water, so then whenever I see water, I like to play a Mimosa, and then I found one of the best ways to kill the ruler of the seas, like my most hated card, is to like triple reflector with having Dark Han pull the attacks and then he blasts himself, and then I have 3 reflects on him at the same time
Wow.
Yeah.
from the second spot. So that's how I like to deal with it.
I don't use Ruler of the Seas outside of Gold League. If I'm in Gold League, then I'll use him. He's really powerful, especially lower, bronze, silver.
Yeah.
But in Diamond Champion, there's way too much magic reflect. He just gets wrecked. He is
sure.
useful for like speeding things up. But yeah, this is interesting. I think with the blast from the Pyromancer, I could just be. You've got a lot of armor there. I think you're going to take this one out.
I think
so too. Maybe like, I'm feeling pretty confident here. We'll see.
Taunt, man, the taunt and the resurrect and all that. I just think, yeah.
Oh, you didn't have any debuffs on me. That's cool. I love when I know my enemy doesn't debuff me.
And he's got recharge, Matt, which is every second turn, so that gives you less, output of the damage.
Yeah. Whereas his void armor's, yeah, look at that.
The resurrection on it's gonna
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man.
that's what I like about the recharge is that it doesn't, if you've got some sort of minimal defenses against magic, it really overwhelms them. But a massively magic team, you kind of over reliant on magic, I find. But yeah, this is a drubbing. Well done, mate.
Very
Thank
well
you.
Wrecked
done.
me.
Recharge with
was-
piercing would be an awesome combination of buffs, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's why I like the magic. But obviously, he's anticipated magic and gone with Mimosa. But the ranged as well. That was good.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Consider me schooled.
Yeah, death is really annoying to face against. I feel like when it comes to like the mirror matchup with death, I'm actually pretty good. But when it's like the mirror matchup with life, I'm usually schooled. I'm the one being schooled. Haven't figured out the life versus life metagame yet.
Yeah.
Alright, so who should I challenge next?
Good game, man. Good game.
I
think
that
Gio
would
needs a
be-
turn.
Geo's next
That
year.
would be me.
But before you
Okay.
do that, you should stop sharing screen. Otherwise, Gio will get to have a look at your deck.
Right.
Oh, it can't hurt to see this screen, this part, to
Yeah.
send the, you know.
Yeah,
Let me. s-
it's true.
Where? Oh my goodness. How do I get back to the Zoom call?
I hate when that happens. Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
Oh wait, the other one. Stop share. I see it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And
Uh,
is it just the name that you have on the?
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, wait, you don't want diamond, right?
That would be fine. Anything that, you know, that's fine. Yeah.
You sure?
Choose that. I do have
Yeah.
level 4, level 8 cards. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. No
Good.
rentals, just everything that I own. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
All right. Yeah, because I enjoy playing in gold and silver as well. So
Yeah. Well, look, I'll take it to you at diamond.
okay.
What? Lum cancelled? No. Oh, here we go. View. Accept. What's the rule set going to be? That's the question. Last week magic.
I like weak magic with life. Weak
Yeah,
magic
that's-
such
that's
good with life.
That would be life if I was playing. I'd be filling up my life because I got Paladin with the +1 Palladium. And then was it? Can't remember. Matt, what's the life card? Also adds 2 shields. A magic card.
There's like a couple of them for the protect ability.
Yeah, the older one. It's been around forever.
Yeah,
I'm just rewatching
alpha.
that match. Yeah. Truth speaker.
Truth speak, yeah.
I'll look it
Truth something, yeah. Yeah, that's my go-to when I
Yeah.
have weak magic. Weak
Damn.
magic and blast. This is gonna be a. Oh, what's the mana?
Oh, it's 27 mana.
Ooh, that's restricting.
It's reasonable. Let's see.
Look
Yeah,
at
it
that
is.
confidence, Gio. Look at that confidence. He's just-
I got no confidence right now.
Defender of Truth, Bob.
Yes, that's
Defender
him.
of Truth.
Yeah.
Great card.
Yeah.
Him
All right.
with,
I mean, this is.
I think I'm ready.
I think I'm ready.
All right. Let's see it.
Let's try it out.
Okay, let's go. I don't think I'm gonna predict right with this. Oh, I did predict right.
You sure did, because that's the only level 8 summoner I have.
All right. Let's have a look.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. You got this already. So I see.
All right, I'm sharing screen. I didn't think you were gonna play life, but yeah, this works.
Right.
I did. Right, live. All right, let's have a
Wow,
chat. What does everyone think?
you didn't go shield heavy there, Gio. That's a bit of a. Actually, none of you guys have really gone with the
Yeah, neither of
shields.
us went for shields.
Yeah.
He's went for more speed, which he actually certainly has. I was trying to spread the blast damage around, but maybe the speed part I might fall flat on, especially with his Palicore.
I'm
If I
gonna
can
let
get a hit.
the buffs go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no snipes. No.
Yeah, the debuffs with the Warrior of Peace is.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll just play it. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see how we go.
Yeah, Silver Shield is so dangerous. The assassin.
Yeah, that's a deadly card. Absolutely.
I've lost to this card so many times that I've learned to respect it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I really rely on the Warrior of Peace in the second spot a lot, especially in Blast. Very helpful.
And look, the life left on him. I mean, you can't possibly lose from here.
Nah, he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So we've got a new legend on the show.
He's good.
He doesn't even do us the courtesy of like getting down to 1 or 2 cards. It's like,
No,
I just have four
it's
cards left at the end of the match. You know.
yeah.
Alright. Okay,
When I think
so,
of yeah,
I'm gonna have to have a go at this and see what I can do.
Yep.
We'll have to go to
Okay.
gold. You happy with going with gold? Therefore,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, alright.
And then
Yeah,
like the
look-
way to comment on like my play style too a little bit, like whenever I think of like Hearthstone days, I always like the decks that like had a lot of control. And that's why I like Death a lot at first, that it has all these like debuffs to the enemy, especially with like all these various rule sets, like melee only, ranged only, magic only, like, and then it's like then Death can like really play to that very well.
Yeah, it can debuff, like you said, has a lot of avenues for that. But yeah, dude, solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh, my cat wants to say hello, guys.
Yeah, nice.
That's absolutely my weakness is debuffs. I don't pay enough attention to it. I think about what I'm doing, not about minimizing what the other guy's doing. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, I have 3 cats of my own.
It's a big cat too.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Alright, so I sent you a challenge.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lum, the real deal.
Competitive spirit.
That's it.
The challenge
Top tier
beast.
skill.
The challenges really make part of this show up. It's sweet.
Alright, so we've got target practice and we've got equalizer, but only 18 mana. Okay.
I'm pretty good with low mana matchups. I'm more confident
Of
with
course you are, Lum. Of course you are.
equalizer. You got any predictions or bets?
Well, we've got to see the lineup first before we consider.
I want to see. Show me.
Early predictions?
All right, so
I predict an exploding dwarf in there somewhere.
I submitted my team.
Wow, that was fast. That was like less than a minute.
Actually, I never thought of that, exploding dwarf with the equalizer. Yeah, just the low because
I use him way too much.
he's 5 mana, and quite often because whenever there's equalizer, I always rely on the other person to play a high card. So I try and like get a feel if they're relying on me to play a high life card, then it's a pretty quick match.
And you end up with 3 health.
Yeah.
No, we pick our teams pretty quick around here. We just go on whichever card looks the toughest.
The prettiest pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, so I loaded in.
You're in? All right. Okay,
Did you want me to share the screen or did you want to?
I've got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got it.
Volume off.
Lum,
Look at the summoner. Oh my
the
god.
legendary
Oh,
summoners.
Oh, dude, that was probably kind of rude of me. I shouldn't have picked that one.
Like competitive spirit was go again.
Yeah.
I went just again for the unpredictable here, but it's been demoralized something pretty wicked. I was expecting a tank up front, which is why I went for the piercing. And I picked the lava launcher because it does some serious damage. He's got some life, he's got some shields, and he can shoot from the first position. So that was why I went with what I went with.
Yeah, with Gold League and Equalizer, I usually, when it's low mana, I usually really enjoy playing I like Life and Death with low mana because they have a lot of really strong low mana cards, like the one in the second, Shadowy Presence.
How much mana is your summoner though? Is he like a 7 mana summoner?
This is a 5 mana summoner.
5 mana summoner.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's an epic. Is he an epic? I feel like I don't have him, but I know him. I recognize him.
He's
Is he an epic
legendary.
summoner?
He's like the same
Legendary, okay.
yeah, like the set from with the like Valamore and All the other 5-mana ones are all legendary, I believe.
I was coasting by my 3 manas at the time, so I've sort of have those and the llama. And that's about it. So I'm really looking forward to these newer airdrop summoners coming. That Crypt Beetle is a great way to get some very cheap. Like he's 3 mana.
Yeah, 3 mana
Crypt Beetle.
tank.
Yeah, but to have that shield there, expecting melee, means that by the time Bob's hacked through him, he's really gonna struggle. You got slow and weaken with the
Undead Priest,
the Egyptian fella,
Demoralized.
And you have
Takes all the steam out of my Impaler.
you have Uraeus, right? And he's going to poison the back. And then you have like the opportunity with that snipe shooter dude. He's even got Scavenge and then Slime Ball, right? Just to add injury to insult. That's
the back row protection.
Yeah. That's like the last fail safe. Like if I'm going down, you're going down.
I won't even let you win. All I'll give you is a draw.
I'm screwed.
Exactly. No, I really like this. It's good. Seems like a good play, man.
But at least his Uraeus is going to take out my Chook. So which is lets everything else keep hitting for a while till the Chook dies of poison.
Yeah,
it is interesting. It is interesting that you haven't really, Lum. You haven't sort of embraced the first rule set. I can never remember what it's called, but in trying to, everybody has snipe. Target practice. Whereas, like often that'll be my focus. If I see that, and I'm like, okay, that's what I'm really going to go for. But you've kind of bypassed that and said, no, I'm not going to embrace that. I'm going to go with sneak and opportunity instead as my main focus. I think that's really clever.
The way I was thinking about was go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's what your opponent's going to be countering with things like Magic Reflect or the like. Also, then that it's really only his first card that you're going to have to worry about being incoming damage, which is almost definitely going to be melee. So again, that Crypt Beetle, the choice of Crypt Beetle there with the shield, knowing that there's almost definitely a chance that you're only facing one opponent who's going to be doing melee damage in first position, that really vindicates that. And then you've basically said, I'm not going to care about the other rule set. I'm going to use Equalizer as best I can, and wherever his weaknesses are with the maggots, I'm going to pick off those weaknesses there. I like it. And normally it would be normal to go say double sneak or triple sneak or something, but there's a benefit there in playing a poison sneak and then having an opportunist instead, because you don't want to hit that same guy over and over again after he's been poisoned, because the poison's going to take care of business, right? That's done now. Now you want to be attacking something else. So that's good. A poison opportunist, I think, would also be good. I'm not even sure if there is one in the game, but this should be a fairly easy win, I think.
Man,
Yeah,
I just
and
noticed.
with Demoralize, it's going to take me 2 shots just to get through his shields.
And I just noticed, man, like you're taking away 2 of his life as well with Weaken and then the legendary summoner, and you got Strengthen, giving yourself an extra life.
Yeah. That's I usually win Equalizer matchups in low mana. Like I probably have like a 90% win rate with that setup.
I'm just gonna call you the debuff god and the buff god. Like really, I think that's your strengths for sure. And you play on it, it's great.
So the only question is, how screwed am I? Really?
Very, man.
There's such a huge HP differential between the teams because of the debuffs and the buffs, and that's what I think about with this rule set all the time. I wasn't really even thinking about like, oh, am I gonna face melee or magic in this case? Because I probably was gonna run the minus attack summoner, the rare one anyway, Zintar Mortalis. And so it was a choice between those two. And then I think, I just went for the legendary one because of the minus health. I was like, Equalizer, I want to separate the health difference as much as I can.
Yeah.
And that you did.
All right. Well, guys, what can we say? We got well and truly schooled there by the Battle Master, Lum. Lum, do you want to give a shout out to your guild there?
Yeah, my guild's really awesome. Like I love playing in their Silver League format, one of their phrase. And yeah, it's been a real pleasure, guys, to be brought on. And yeah, hope to do this again.
All right, and what's the name of your guild?
Oh, the name of my guild is Earn. Yeah, we have some spots open if you guys want to join in. It's just a casual guild, but we're welcome.
I just looked. There was a guy who's got 3,800 rating. Who's he? Just one up from you. Like,
Yeah,
can he beat?
He's really good. He's like one of our awesome players during our brawls. So he's
Yes.
Tide Pod.
So I'm feeling even more comfortable now playing in Gold League. Absolutely. And yeah, I think I'll wait till you're in. If I ever do make it to Diamond, I'm going to wait till you're back into Champion at the new season before I start playing. I think it was, mate. Hats off. That your foreknowledge, your insight to what you think was going to happen, which I think each time did happen.
Nailed it.
Kudos. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Kudos.
Thank you for coming on. That's all I can say.
Yeah, debuffs are the big lesson here. Like that's a wake up call for me. Watching all three of us getting owned like that, so readily and so thoroughly, and that's clearly what the problem is, right? It's debuffs. I need to focus on that more. Yeah, this is a wake up call. This is remember the day.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you. I'll be back.
I'll be ready.
We'll have to drop some comments in Discord and get Sinistry and Mr. Rogers to start hunting down Lum, I think. But,
Oh no.
mate, that was just awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Thanks
You
so
know
much
what?
for coming on. Yeah.
Last thing this will give your blog post, your strategy so much way more validity now, because like
Yes.
you're actually really good.
Yeah.
You're
So-
actually like really good.
Who's not
But
going
we're
to
doing
want
wrong.
Yeah, who's not going to want to read your strategy
Mhm.
reports after watching
Yeah.
your battles? Yeah, man. You validated yourself well and truly.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
The
saying so.
strategy master, the strategy master. And on that, just remember, if you would like to come on the show and battle or just share a battle in the link, because remember, every week, whichever comment on the post generates the most engagement will receive 10% of the post rewards. Or if you'd like to be on the show, drop a comment or do just exactly what Lum did. Reach out to me on Discord and we'll get you on. We might have to sort of make some limitations though, or we might have to check out their battle history first before we get the next guest on, I think. Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Okay. Thanks for coming on, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Look forward to seeing you in episode 25. I'm Boba Fett.
Thank you, gents.
Peace
Take
out.
care, guys.
Bye.